What is up, guys? Welcome to the latest installment of the Lowdown Popcast. Let me know how my audio and everything is. I am having to use a different rig tonight. As you can see, I am flying solo. So let me know how everything is sounding. And first and foremost, welcome. I'm Elliot. I am the voice, Elliot Popston. And I appreciate you joining me tonight. And also trying out some new different what's the word I'm looking for? Technology. Let's see here. If you can see right here, there it is. You can see my kids and stuff in the background running around and everything. So yeah, welcome to the show. Fresh off a hot weekend for those of you who are PCW fans. We had an amazing weekend this week as we had PCW across the Wrestleverse. And man, what a show. We got to witness a lot of ups and downs. And a lot of ups and downs and everything. And we're going to get into that here shortly. Also, guys, feel free to chime in. As you see, I am flying solo tonight. So the more you talk, the more conversation we have, the easier and more fun this show is going to be. It's always fun when you have a crowd. So starting everything off this past weekend at PCW across the Wrestleverse was a PCW scramble match. And that scramble match we got to see. There it is, PCW across the Wrestleverse. That's my daughter Ellery. I don't know if you saw her or not, but we got to see PCW across the Wrestleverse, starting with a Palmetto Championship Wrestling, not annual match, but it's our thing, and that is none other than a PCW scramble match. And on that match, we saw Big Game James, we saw D'Angelo, we saw Lord Raylan Albee accompanied by the Funk. We saw Elijah Proctor. And that was the four-way match. It was for one fall. And we saw none other than the muscle of the Palmetto Wrestling Academy, good old D'Angelo, come up with the win. And man, it started the night off hot. D'Angelo gets the win with a spear on Elijah Proctor. And man, what we saw after that was Lord Raylan Albee and the Funk of the Key extend a welcome or an invitation, I should say, to to join the Key, and Elijah Proctor accepted. So, what does that entail? What does that mean for uh, PCW? What does that mean for the Key? And yeah, so Bud, they can see you on the camera. We're right here. So Elijah Proctor joins the Key, and for those of you who aren't aware, the kid that's always leading the pack, so to speak, uh, wearing some type of wrestling shirt, whether it's Rudy J or a PCW shirt or something, being probably the loudest kid in there. That would be my son. So if he's ever in your way, just shoo him to the side. And that you excited? So let me know what you thought about that match. Let's catch up on some comments real quick. Billy and Keith both say sounds good. Hey, I appreciate that, guys. Yes, the crowd was definitely hot. Had an amazing talent on the card. And once again, these matches were dynamite. Not to be too cliche on something that's coming on tomorrow night. Keith, PCW, awesome show. Can't wait until next month, but it would be bittersweet since it's going to be Drew Adler's last time at PCW for a while. Yes, I agree, Keith. Man, what a good talent to have. He has been definitely carrying the PCW heavyweight banner for a while, and but gotta take care of family stuff, right? So our big kudos, big shout out, and big good luck to Drew Adler for sure. Top tier. That's more than a gimmick. Billy says Big Game James is a machine, bro. He is massive. Super scary to stand against. That's for sure. And Keith says we saw Elijah Proctor join the Key. We did. Excited and to see where that leads. And Cheryl says, I feel like the crowd gets bigger each month. Yeah, Cheryl, I would agree. It has definitely it definitely seems to get bigger each month. That's for sure. Billy says I got to talk to him for a change outside of the wrestling persona, and he is a straight down to earth, honest guy. Talking about Drew Adler, dude. Adler's a man. He's an amazing dude. Gonna miss that guy for sure.
Adler's very nice.
And Asher says Adler is very nice. So, definitely a one that is gonna be missed, but hopefully we can get him back into PCW after a while. The next match of the night, we got to see good old Florida Man with his being in action against PJ Ellis. And what we saw was, man, PJ just dominated. We did see what appeared to be an injury to Florida Man during the match. I believe what happened was during one of those spots, I believe he got rolled over on his ankle. But good news is Florida Man did appear to be all right at the end of the night. So we should hopefully see Hollywood Florida Man back in action within the upcoming shows. So nothing too serious. When I first saw it happen, my first thought was, oh man, not his knee. Someone who has had knee surgery before is definitely something that's not fun. But good news was he was okay. So Florida Man loses to PJ Ellis. and during that small injury, but gets helped to the back by referee Jay Diggs, and at the end of the night is okay. We also saw a Soda City championship match. We saw Soda City championship match that, man, let's just say that match was insane. And we had some amazing ups and downs during that match with Rudy J versus Eric Academia. And we had a title change. And you had Eric Academia defeat Soda City champion Rudy J. Gets the 1, 2, 3. Rudy J with some assists once again. You know, he came out with 3 swords to take on Solar and Steve the Sword, as well as Erica. And of course, Rudy J also had Dustin and Big Game James to accompany him. And you had the powder get thrown that ended up in referee Jay Diggs' eyes. You had swords get broken. And what also happened was Lasher comes out to try and even the odds, gives Rudy J a stunner. Erica ends up getting the pin. 1, 2, 3, and new PCW Soda City champion, Eric Academia. And after that, we went to intermission. But let's catch up on some of these comments. Keith says the match between PJ and Florida Man, was brutal. I agree. And he thought that definitely thought Florida Man was injured because it looked pretty bad. Billy says Erica was robbed by cheating Rudy J. Hey, Billy, we'll get to that. Legend of Solar Chris Baldwin, you did. Yes, I did see a new PCW champion crowned. Cheryl says Rudy is a slithery snake when it came to that title change. We're getting there, guys. Next month is Rudy versus Erica. It's going to be popping. Rudy versus Erica was awesome, especially when Solar and Rudy had a sword fight. I agree. And Keith says, can't wait to see Rudy versus Erica next month. Man, it is going to be absolutely great. Chris with huzzah. Man, I'm telling you, first, y'all know how it is, right? We see you think you think you have everything figured out, right, when it comes to these bookings and all. And it's you think things are going to be how they normally turn out. And sure enough, Erica pulls it out. And man, it's just one of those things that you saw the emotion, you saw the excitement. And man, it's just one of those things that it's crazy how excited and how much passion you saw come out of Academia right before intermission. So, all the fans got to go and take pictures with the newly crowned PCW Soda City champion. And Billy says the crowd was the loudest he's ever heard at PCW when she got the 1, 2, 3. Man, it was a huge, huge pop. Insane how huge that pop was. It's it was just pretty impressive. The fight and the fight that she that she uh that she put into it, and just man, it was what transpired later was something that definitely upset and hurt some people for sure. Academia in the chat. Hey yo, hey Erica, welcome to the chat. And man, I'm still trying to process what happened in that match with Erica and Rudy. Keith says last time I cheered that loud was when Ethan won the PCW championship. Also says hello Erica, and Billy says you're a boss, Erica. Man, I'm telling you, it was quite impressive, that's for sure. The fight that this young lady put into a match and everything, and man, she has done nothing but blow everyone away with her performances in the ring. Her ring attire is top notch. And to see the joy that she gets on her what? Sorry. My daughter just came up to the mic and said chicken nugget.
I think Erica's gonna win the champion.
Billy says Erica's my Soda City champion. And Ron Emerson Jr. Hey, welcome to the show, Ron. What's good, Elliot Popson? Oh, guys, this just in. We have a special guest. Welcome to our PCW Soda City champion. Despite what Ethan Case has done, your hero, Academia.
What's up? Can y'all hear me?
I hear you fine.
Okay, just making sure.
Go ahead, say something.
I think you're gonna win again.
So my son says he thinks you're gonna win again. I agree. So what we have coming up is, well, let's back up and talk about what transpired this past weekend, shall we?
Sure.
First, you had a heck of a match against Rudy J. All his underhanded tactics, despite them, you came out on top, and you became that one. I see the face you made. We're getting, but you became the PCW Soda City champion, first female champion ever in PCW of any kind. Man, tell us about that feel, because me sitting ringside, I could see the passion, the excitement, the angst, the holy crap, this just happened, all the looks, all the emotions, all at once. As someone who is a recent graduate of the Palmetto Wrestling Academy, someone who has been working their tail off for several years to get to this point, what is it? I mean, just explain all that. Explain it. Like, how did that make you feel? One, to be trusted to perform and become a champion.
Well, it was kind of a huge mix of emotions. I don't know if you could tell, but when the ref hit 3, I instantly started crying because I was like, "Oh my god, did that actually just happen?" I was hoping that. Okay, I was hoping
Jesus.
that I was. Hello, Dad. My dad has joined me.
For a second.
Don't forget your accent.
Well, don't say it on camera.
Don't forget your accent, Solar.
Upside down. Okay.
Wow.
I'm trying to get him into.
You totally just gave away.
It's fine. Why do you have your flash on?
It just,
Anyways, what was I saying?
So you were saying when they hit 3 that, not sure if I noticed, or anyone noticed, but all the emotions came at once.
Yes, as I was pinning Rudy, I was like, I really hope I win, but like in the back of my mind, I was still doubting that it was going to happen, if that makes sense. And then it happened, and I was like, holy crap, I did it. I'm going to start crying now. I mean, it wasn't like a voluntary thing, obviously. That's not how crying works, but you know what I mean.
Well, and we all know who writes the card, but I'm happy that I never know who wins. And so to see the pure emotion on your face, me being a father of a daughter and a son, and seeing old Solar over there, just
Christ Jesus.
just boo-hooing like us sappy dads do.
Oh yeah,
Man,
I cried a lot.
It brought seeing both of y'all, it brought so much joy to me. And just, I don't know how long you've been around. How long have you been part of the Wrestling Academy in PCW?
Me?
Yeah, both of you.
Oh
I
well,
feel like it's been like 2 or 3 years.
just about.
Yeah.
We showed up in 2020.
Yeah.
Right. I think it was like July
or August.
Yeah, July or August. We showed up at Ethan's doorstep of the building, and we haven't looked back since.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's about 3 years, almost.
Yeah,
almost 3 years.
Around there.
Jeez,
like a month or two.
Now I really feel old.
Well,
excuse me. Wow.
Hey, I feel you, man. I'm pushing 40, so
same.
So I feel
wait. How
there.
far are you from 40?
4 years.
Oh yeah,
3.5.
I don't want to hear it. I've got like what, 3 months?
Well,
hold on, let's think. Hold on, it's July, August. Yeah, 3 months. Ugh.
So
gross.
So tell me, what was it like to be the newly crowned PCW Soda City champion and having all these kids walk up? Because listen, during intermission, I've never seen that many people lined up at a table to take a picture.
Brother, it was insane in the best way possible. However, I do have social anxiety, so it was slightly terrifying, but it's cool. It was a little bit overwhelming, but it was great. and I would give anything to experience that again, even with the social anxiety. My social battery was non-existent by the end of the night. I'll tell you that. It was down here.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
Mhm.
Because I know for me, it's funny because my wife is always like, you're you know everybody, you're a social butterfly, this, that, and the other. But I really, how do I say this? I really don't like people. I mean,
Understand.
Y'all get what I'm saying. It's not like,
Yeah.
people drain. People drain.
That's how my wife is, and I can be.
Depends on the day.
I'm social within certain situations. Like at wrestling shows, I'm totally can be social.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of used to fans come up after the show, they want to talk to you, and I think also
You've been doing that for like 20 years. Anyway.
Also the fact that you're kind of a character too, so I can kind of tap into this is me, but it's also like an exaggerated version of myself. So therefore it's not really me. And so I can almost still communicate a little bit better, but every day, walking around you find me in a Walmart. Oh boy, I don't know what to do.
He's like, where do I hide?
Yeah.
And I just go this way.
Yeah.
It's funny because I think there's a lot of us in the wrestling community who, when it comes to I flip a switch, right?
Yep.
Whether it's podcasting and hosting this, whether it's being on stage, whether it's being in a ring, whatever it is, it's an entertainment switch or an entertainment box that I get in. But and if I know you, and we run into each other, I'll have a conversation or whatever.
That was my eardrum. Jesus Christ.
No, wrong. It's Christ Jesus.
Jesus. Sorry. My bad. At least I busted my eardrum, bro.
Get the catchphrase right.
Yeah.
Oh.
But do y'all experience the same thing though? It's like,
yes.
Okay, I'm in this box. Time to flip the switch. Because I even noticed that, before the show, there's a lot of us are just kind of just quiet and just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then 6 o'clock hits and the crowd start coming in. All of a sudden, everything's just turned on, turned up.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I've noticed that too. A lot of people are like that.
Yeah, I think it's a common thing in wrestling.
So I feel like a lot of us have ADHD, and that doesn't help anything.
I think it's a common thing in
facts.
Not just wrestling. Actually, let me change that. It's not just a common thing in wrestling. I think it's a common thing in arts and entertainment. Anything involving even music, acting, arts, wrestling, whatever your whatever podcasting in your case, YouTube, it's all a switch.
Anything with a real platform.
Yeah.
Get your head in here. What are you doing?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And I've never thought, because I'm a musician, as well, musician, singer, podcast host, whatever, wrestling announcer, all that jazz.
A lot of hats.
A lot of cool ones at that.
Yeah.
Well, it's just one of those things that I've never, I guess, thought about it the way y'all just put it, how it really is just almost like an artist thing, an artistic thing, right?
Yeah. Performance.
It's a performance, and I just think it's interesting whenever we look at the mind and how people operate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got through your social anxiety.
Yeah.
And the longest line of PCW history.
Also trying not to start crying again. Because I was crying when I first went out there.
Yeah.
And then I stopped and my tears were dry. And then I saw my face in a selfie camera where most of my makeup was gone and there were just these big red triangles on my face. I was like, I look insane right now. This why?
Wrestling. But yeah.
That's funny because I just I remember when you walk. I laugh every time somebody wins a big match and walks to the back because everyone's there waiting to hug them, congratulate them, and everything.
Yes.
And I can imagine knowing that you have social anxiety now, you winning, walking out, and then walking through the curtain and probably like, ah.
It's a little different when I'm with people that I'm comfortable with, and like the people that were surrounding me were people that I'm used to being around anyway, so that wasn't too bad. But coming out and seeing that line at the table, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
So you got through all your hugs, all your congratulations, all your pictures, and we're gonna jump ahead to the show, and man, Rudy J, he done it again. Him and that weasel Dennis.
Weasel. I love that term. I love calling people a weasel.
Dennis does look like a weasel.
He is a weasel.
Dennis, if you're listening, I love you, but you're probably not because you're you should be at training right now.
I think he is.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday night, so more than likely. Him and his videography skills.
How dare he do his job?
And those quick edits.
How did he get it edited that fast? Like that doesn't. Right. That's just it. No. How dare?
What we find out is they present Ethan with a case. Ha! See what I did there? That's a dad joke.
That's good. There's another T-shirt.
Rudy comes out. And this is after the fourth match, but we'll go back to that later. Rudy comes out complaining, yada yada yada. She cheated, blah blah blah. They show footage, and it shows Lasher come out and stun Rudy J. That leads to you getting the victory. And Ethan reverses the decision. Take me through that. Take me through your emotions. Take me through your thoughts.
So when he called me through the curtain, I was like, okay, what's gonna happen? And then I got in the ring and some other stuff went down. I can't remember it all because I was so like worried about it. And then the next thing I remember is I have to take it from you essentially. And I was like, oh, come on, man.
Did your heart sink?
Yeah. And he kept apologizing. He apologized profusely. He was like, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this, but I have to. And I'm like, ugh. And I got really emotional again. And I started crying again.
You have to.
And I'm going to expose Ethan a little bit. His eyes started watering because he felt so bad. He was like, no, please don't cry.
Now you're in trouble.
Well, and I saw that standing a few feet away from him. Like, had to look away. Couldn't look directly at you because of the emotion you were displaying and everything. But what we found out was, Ethan doesn't just give Rudy the belt.
Mm-hmm.
He did make a new match.
Yes.
And at PCW, Quest of the Classic, July 15th, you get your rematch.
Absolutely, and I really look forward to it because it's no disqualification.
Yep.
No disqualification. I believe he said nobody's allowed at ringside.
He did.
Yes.
Hmm.
That is unfortunate for me, but also fortunate for me.
So
Okay.
Solar or Solar.
Steve.
I mean, you. All right. So here's the thing. Let's talk about this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So Erica has been outside of Solar has been the only one to be able to display the strength and being honorable enough to be able to lift Steve the sword.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Will Steve be accompanying you at ringside?
That's technically, according to the rules, Steve is not a person, so
he's just a sentient sword.
It doesn't say anything
about sentient sword.
Never say anything about swords. So
also, there's no disqualification, so he can be in the ring if he wants to be anyway.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I mean,
Ethan.
That's an interesting. That's an interesting thing you bring up. That's an interesting thing you bring up.
I'm not saying
I'd be stroking it.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. Not saying, but I'm just saying. You may have to ask Steve. You know.
Yeah, I gotta talk to him.
Depends on if he decides to drink too much soda that day or not.
Whoa!
Soda.
He is not allowed to drink any soda.
It is the Soda City Championship.
No, I don't ever see soda again.
What if it? It's too bad it's not the Solar City Championship.
Right. There once was a title in another place a long time ago.
Really?
I renamed a belt. I had a belt. I was working as a bad guy, and I had a belt, and I took it upon myself to put myself on the belt and rename the belt. Granted, I think I changed the name of the belt like 15 times before I lost it because I was never satisfied with the title. I kept adding stuff to it. I don't know. It was stupid.
And I've not heard a word about it until just now.
I've even seen pictures.
When?
I've literally, it's on my Facebook.
I don't regularly stalk your Facebook.
God. Wow.
Thank you.
You don't love me.
Dad.
Wow.
Yeah, Dad.
Wow.
I don't love you because I don't regularly stalk.
You should know these things. You should know these things.
You're the one that's supposed to tell the stories. Was I even alive?
Let me think. Hold on.
Okay.
Yes,
no.
You were.
Was I conscious?
You were alive.
Was I conscious? Was I old enough to make memories?
You're 2010. You're old.
I was 2010. That's great.
It was in 2010.
It was 2010.
It was in 2010. You were
5.
3.
That's not old enough.
No. You were 5. Yeah, you're right. You were 6 years old. That was
probably turning 6.
No.
My birthday is.
It's just.
Let's catch up on some comments real quick.
Oh yes, we should do that.
Yeah. Oh.
Billy says Erica's my Soda City champion.
That's right.
Ron says, "What's up? What's good, Elliot Popston?" Also, Keith agrees with Billy. You're the Soda City champion.
Yeah.
Dang right. You go, girl.
Yeah.
Keith says the match was so emotional. I was so happy to see Erica win it. It was the best moment of the night.
Oh, that's so nice.
Keith also calls me a jack of all trades. Hey, I appreciate that, Keith. Jack of all trades, master of none. Cheryl says not to mention the kids bombarded Erica at the gate.
Yes.
Keith thought my Rudy made a case for Ethan was a funny joke. Billy says, Erica, we the crowd are at the ringside for you.
Yay.
Keith also says, use the sword or you can use my championship title to knock out Rudy if you want. We're bringing out.
Love that.
Please do.
Rated R Superstar.
I'm going to hit him with something. I promise you that. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm going to hit him with something.
So,
there's no disqualification, so I can.
Your finisher, I mean, I call it the Superman punch, but I'm sure it has a different name.
I call it one for your face, OFYF. It's a. Let me tell him.
Okay.
It's a play on the main superpower from My Hero Academia, which is one for all.
Okay.
Should I say who came up with it?
I mean, you can.
Donnie Ray came up with it, actually.
Very cool.
We
The
put out
Milkman.
a thing on Facebook.
I was like, what should I name my finisher? And Donnie Ray had the best comment.
Yeah, that was the best one. I was like, oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, I don't even remember the other ones.
Yeah.
There you
There's
go.
a couple good ones.
I don't remember them.
Yeah.
See, I love, but see, that stuff I love hearing. I love hearing about well, it's like the backstage stuff. It's the secrets of the biz, you know.
Yeah.
Brett says, just joining and seeing the chat. My youngest daughter cried when Ethan said Erica had to give the belt back to Rudy. She popped so freaking hard when she won it.
Me too.
Also,
on
hello.
both. Oh, hello.
He said also hello.
Also, hello.
Yes, I also cried, and there was this kid when I was trying to walk back through the curtain. Like, he saw me crying. He was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't know how to answer this question."
It's like, get back to me.
And I was like, "Get back to me in like 20 minutes when I'm not crying anymore, and I'll tell you I'm okay."
It's like you nod your head yes, but you say no. No. Yes.
No. Yes, I'm okay.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Huzzah!
That's just me. Yeah.
So Erica, first, thank you for jumping on last minute. I appreciate that. Oh, we got. Oh, sorry, I got to type in a password.
That would be
Where
me.
is everybody?
Oh yeah.
So
Where's your co-hosts?
Mom said I could get on the chat.
So there's a couple things. One, we announced last week at the end of the show that Jonathan's taking some time off. Shane's daughter, Averly, is running a 104 fever night. She's got a little virus.
Oh yeah, okay. Man.
Let Mom log in. But also, we're gonna start probably just doing the PCW pre-show push. Maybe go pre-show push and post-show. I'm still going to be doing stuff on Tuesday nights. And the plan is to expand outside of just wrestling. And I want to talk about family. I want to talk about entrepreneurship. I want to dream chasing. And that's one thing that we can talk about right now with Erica and Solar. Erica chasing her dream to be a professional wrestler. We can talk about the family aspect of things and what it's like to be a father and watch your daughter chase her dreams, live out her dreams. And but that's I feel like for me, where I love wrestling, there's so much more, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's so much more when it comes to family, when it comes to faith, when it comes to health and wellness and fitness, and so I'm wanting to. I have a shoot job. I've got a family of my own.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take up too much time away from them with things that I may be trying to pursue. So rather than continue to do wrestling every Tuesday night, we're going to be doing wrestling once or twice a month. And then the other Tuesday nights, I'll use those to talk about whatever. And my plan is to kind of give the people a heads up. Hey guys, tonight we're talking about the lowdown on family or the lowdown on culture or whatever it may be. So
that's a good plan. That's a good plan to I guess because I mean,
switch it up a bit.
I'll be honest, with podcasts and stuff, I don't listen to too many wrestling podcasts, mainly because I spend so much other time on wrestling.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, here, don't get me wrong, 20-year-old me would probably listen to a crap ton of wrestling podcasts because I was very obsessed and tuned into it, but almost 40-year-old me is like, yo, I love wrestling. It's like my first love as far as like mediums of like entertainment. But I like other things almost as much. And I know she does too. Like I purposely like she does wrestling. That's what she wants to be her career. But as far as her watching wrestling, she watches it when she needs to like figure something out or get some ideas for things, but she doesn't obsessively watch it because I told her a long time ago, I was like, yo, there needs to be more things to your life than just wrestling. Ethan thinks the same thing too. That's one reason we like the Palmetto Wrestling Academy is a lot more than just wrestling, and so like there needs to be more. I mean, I like that. I completely agree with what you're kind of like how you're kind of wanting to take this. That's a good plan, I think.
Yeah, I mean that
ramble
was,
done.
I was gonna say.
No, sorry. I'm trying to sign my son in because he wants
You're
to be able
fine.
to comment. He wants to be able to comment on the on everything.
I understand.
All right, taking him on. Sorry. So he's trying to sign it into his YouTube so he can watch it in there on the bed with my wife and comment. Well, he wants to comment and everything. So, but I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's just I'm kind of in the same boat. I get wrestled out, so to speak. And just looking at the world today, I want to be life giving. Am I boring you, Erica?
No, I'm just sleepy. I was trying to hide it because I didn't want you to think that. But I'm just really tired. I've had a long day.
No,
I'm pretty sure she was actually probably going to try to go to bed. And then I was like, hey.
He was like, Elliot, he do. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to help.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you go get your rest.
No, you're good.
No.
You're good.
You're good.
I'm just sleepy. I'm not tired enough to go to sleep. I was probably just gonna lay in bed and watch YouTube till I fell asleep.
It's okay. She does this also while I talk, so
If I'm not moving,
There's nothing to say about that.
if I'm not moving around or watching something while I'm listening to something, I get tired. I don't know why.
So
teenage.
I'm that way in a car. Like if I'm driving, I'm good. The moment I sit in the passenger seat, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Every day on the way to training, it's a 2-hour drive. So he gets sleepy behind the wheel, and he's like, "Kid, wake up! I'm gonna die!" And it's a vicious cycle of that, or him having to stop at a rest stop to take a nap.
Yeah, lots of naps.
I also usually take a nap too.
Yeah.
You had one job.
So we don't die.
And I'm literally like, stay awake, so I stay awake.
Like, we have to have a conversation. But then there are other times where we're on the way to training and we have philosophical conversations that are just random and come out of nowhere.
And then we don't.
And then we're there in like 10 minutes.
Or it feels like it.
Yeah, but those are fun though.
Time travel.
Time travel. Okay.
When we have philosophical conversations, we time travel because it goes from 2 hours to 10 minutes.
Mm.
Boom.
That's not how it works, but okay.
You know, it shush.
That's how
You know
it
what I
feels,
mean.
Dad.
Still feels good. Still really you?
It's still real to me, dang it.
Mm.
So Keith says, I like the sound of having somewhere to talk about life. I need a place like that sometimes. And also, he says, falling asleep, referring to falling asleep in the car or falling asleep sitting still. That sounds like me, Erica. I watch YouTube while I try to go to sleep. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, Keith, to answer your question, yeah, I want to, that's something I want to just start doing is, because I just want to provide an outlet for people as well as be life-giving, I want people to know that there's so much more to life than what we may think and see. So So yeah. But if
I got stabbed by something on my bed.
is it the giant bear?
No, it's a cat missing an ear.
That's
what's
more
that?
than here.
What's that, meow?
It's a giant cat.
What was his name? Can you remember?
I don't remember which.
I've had this thing for years. I love him.
Harold.
And he's
Harold.
very comfortable. Whoa, there's a hair.
Harold looks like a name.
Looks like his brains got blown.
Harry. Yeah.
Let me just stuff his head back in. Hang on.
That cat's
Fuck
been
that
through.
cat
The cat's been
presentable.
through some stuff in his life. I'll tell you that.
He has. He
He
has
is all-
green ketchup stains on him too.
Are you sure that's not blood? He's on life
I think
9.
it was green. Where is it? I've had this since I was like a kid.
What? Wow! Like what? 5 years ago.
Shut up. I was a teenager 5 years ago. Technically. I was 13.
Nah, it's still a kid.
Excuse me. I have had this
Man,
at least 8 years.
you're getting the rare, delusional,
Delirious.
delirious Erica. This is the entertaining one.
Yeah. Next, Sean. Be like,
Wow.
hey, Erica, you remember the time you said what?
What? His brain is exposed. Stop exposing yourself. Let's go this way. There we go. Sorry.
All right, giggles.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, in all seriousness, though, I really appreciate y'all hopping on last minute.
Of course.
Allow me to
Anything we can do to help.
allow me to take up some of your time tonight. What can people expect come July 15th?
Pain on Rudy's part.
Yeah. Wow. That's some 1980s.
Well, I didn't know what else to
What
say.
can we expect on July 15th?
Pain.
Pain. Suffering.
Smash Wrestling with AVP. Erica is the best. That's
Oh.
what he says.
Nice.
That's my son.
You missed an I in my name. It's
He's
okay
8.
though.
He's 8, Erica.
He's 8 Erica.
He's 8
It's okay.
years
It's not the
old.
first comment I've seen.
You missed an eye.
It's okay.
Hey,
Not the
It's
first
okay.
time.
Oh, it's okay. She was working a show
my son also
the,
says Rudy
the day
sucks.
before, and they told
Heck yeah, Rudy does suck. You tell him.
Wait a second.
They totally spelled her name wrong on the
Yo,
matchup board.
it was AIRICIA. I was like, why is there a third I there? Please no. Please change it.
Erisha.
No, they didn't. No, it was just there was AR.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah.
So they took the first R and put it after the C, I guess.
Yeah, so it's
So Aricia.
Yeah, and so I just covertly erased the one I and then put an I in between the A and the R, and I was like, there you go, it's right now.
So hold on. Let's back up. My son says Rudy sucks.
Yes.
But that kid sports a Rudy J shirt
I
every
saw
single
it.
show.
I seen it with my eyes.
Yeah, we saw
I
it.
seen it. No, because when I was walking back while I was crying with the title in my hand, he looked at me and said, "You know what? I changed my mind." And then he crossed out his shirt, and I was like, "Thank you." I was not sure how to respond because I was crying because I had a title in my hand.
That's
But I
funny.
appreciated it. Like a lot.
He's like,
I was like, "Heck yeah, kid! You go tell Rudy that
he lost. I changed my.
he's not the champ anymore. I don't like him. I don't want it."
But now he is the champ.
But now he is the champ. So we
But you still don't like him. I don't know.
Billy says I'm gonna need Asher to root for green this month coming up, not purple.
That's right.
he sucks a lot.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, he does.
Yeah.
You tell him.
That's right. You're right.
Also says, Billy says he was all about Rudy J. That's funny.
Mhm. He booed me when I came out. Like when I was making my entrance, I was like,
It's funny because I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, my son is a straight up heel.
Yeah.
just a little bit.
It was like, what happened?
It's like, son, I raised you better than that, but good job.
The
Oh,
amount
man.
of times that my dad has said that about me.
I still do.
Oh,
That's-
you're raised better than that.
No, that he thought he raised me better than that.
Shots
Like-
fired.
Christ
Thought.
Jesus isn't just a catchphrase. It's a whole mood.
Yo, he says that at least once a day. And it's usually about something I did.
Yes.
So it's accurate, is what he's saying.
Oh yeah, it's very.
It's always been accurate.
That's funny.
You want to bring your other pillows into the thing? I want to introduce everybody to your.
Oh, I just smacked myself in the face. I have a Deku pillow.
That's
I thought that was you.
yeah, right.
You know what?
If only.
Close enough.
Close enough. Yeah, if only.
And then I have this pillow that I've also had for years that I sleep on every single night. It says I Heart Cats on it.
Get a cat.
It's very flat. It used to be very fluffy. And then my favorite stuffed animal that I have is Batman in pajamas.
So
Got a
here's,
little cat.
so I showed. Speaking of Batman, I'm a big Batman fan.
Me too.
Yeah.
Obviously. Wait, hold on. Look at his little slippers. They have
Wow.
bats on them.
Look at my slippers.
I'm sorry. They were. It's
I'm wearing my own slippers.
Very bad.
I also have a giant Batman body pillow.
Very nice.
Just that. Anyway,
So
continue.
I remember growing up. Let's back up. Who's your favorite Batman? Don't get this wrong.
That's a tough one. Who are you asking? Who are you
Kevin
asking?
Conroy.
Oh, that's a good answer.
You get my bowl? Coke bowl? You said who?
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conroy.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the voice, the animation.
Yes.
So mine is Michael Keaton.
It's a solid choice. I don't know. Mine's either Conroy or I don't know. I like a lot of them for different reasons. Like Christian Bale was a really good Bruce Wayne.
The real answer is Adam West.
So I watch. We watch some of the old school Batman from time to time here with Adam West and I mean he's definitely the the one that everybody I would say kind of
He's the funnest.
kablam pow. So my favorite episode with Adam West, it's always the shark repellent.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That's
shark repellent bat spray.
I just got to get my shark repellent back spray out.
I have less of a love of I love the TV show, but like I really, really like the movie. The 60s movie.
Yep.
The 60s movie was like the best of the TV show in one little package.
Yeah, the ironic thing is I've never seen the TV show or that movie.
What?
It's your fault.
I'm pretty
You
sure.
haven't shown it to
I'm pretty
me.
sure. I literally have it. I have the movie at least.
And you didn't make me watch it. That's your fault. You made me watch all of the other ones.
That's on you. I didn't make you watch Batman and Robin. Okay.
You did. You made me watch the beginning of it, and it was terrible. I was suffering.
I did not make you watch Batman. I would never do that. It's hard.
Yeah, Val Kilmer and George Clooney are both horrible as Batman.
They're the worst.
They're a bunch of brats.
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you feel about Christian Bale?
Because they're the worst. Get it, Erica?
Yes.
So with Christian Bale is probably my. I like him as a Bruce Wayne.
Mhm.
I like his look as Bruce Wayne.
Mhm.
As far as him, and I think he's a good Batman too. He would have been my. So my favorite overall is Michael Keaton.
Your favorite's Michael Keaton?
Yeah, my favorite overall is Michael Keaton. I was a fan of Robert Pattinson. I thought he was great.
Yeah.
Look at that cat.
Yeah. You just signed it.
Okay.
That's
wow.
wow.
And
Wow.
and honestly, I thought Affleck was a good
Get your butt up there.
older Bruce.
Say that again.
I
He's trying to
thought
talk about.
I thought Affleck was a good older Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
I agree.
I
I
feel
actually
like
really liked Affleck. I thought he just didn't have a lot. He didn't have a lot of chances to like really do a great get to like showcase everything that he could do.
right, and that's kind of my my take with him as well. Is he just didn't get a lot. He hardly got any chance to do
Yeah.
anything. But I like Ben Affleck, so
Yeah, I mean, I thought so. Like, I like all of them to an extent. Like Michael Keaton's literally the first. Like Adam West was the first one I saw, but Michael Keaton's probably the first one I felt felt was really Batman. So like that's my childhood Batman. I really
a whole little collection of Batman Funko Pop.
Yeah, Christian Bale, like the movies are amazing, so that's kind of hard for me to like say he's a bad Batman because the movies were just so well done. But like, I really liked Batfleck, and I actually like honestly, I really like where they're going with Pattinson. Like, the movie itself was probably my favorite. Like, it's like they keep
Rendition.
getting a little bit better. I really like the detective stuff that was done in the movie, and I kind of like where they're going with it. So we'll see. And 2 more movies.
Yeah.
How I feel about it.
No, I definitely I'm right there with you. The
are you gonna see Flash?
Yeah.
For Batman?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why I'm going to see it, dude. You when I saw Michael Keaton fall in my Batman suit, like the one I grew up on.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, "Come on, bro!" Like
Yeah.
like the hairs are standing up on my neck and my arms right now just thinking about it. I'm so excited, and I've heard. Of course, you hear, "Oh, it's DC." Great.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna suck, but I've heard good reviews on this movie.
I don't hate DC. I actually think DC's done a lot of. I think DC does a lot of good stuff. It's just Marvel just became a bigger machine.
Superior cartoons and TV shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than the old Spider-Man and the old X-Men.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Arrowverse.
Yeah. The Arrowverse is okay. Like, it's okay to me. Like it was like, I really like the first couple seasons of Arrow, and I like the first couple seasons of Flash. But then I kind of like.
I never watched Arrow.
I couldn't. Yeah, you were too. You just couldn't get into it when
you told me I was too young.
Yeah, you were at the time. You're like you would have been scared at this time. The reason why I wouldn't let her watch Arrow is literally I was at this point.
Is it because of that Killer Croc?
Hold on. At this point, I was playing like Batman Arkham Asylum, the video game.
Game.
So I came in while he was in the sewers with Killer Croc, right? And then he got moited and freaking
Yeah.
he and it was the scene where Croc like eats his face, and I started crying because it scared me.
Yeah, and this is why you were not watching Arrowverse at that time, because
To be fair, there were also a lot of other shows that I had not watched at that time that I have seen now.
Yeah.
So I remember watching Gotham, and I turned Gotham off.
Yeah.
I stopped watching it whenever they had the like the guy making masks out of people's faces or not.
Oh,
faces.
really? They did that? Okay.
I never watched Gotham.
Was that Professor Pig?
Yes, that's exactly
okay.
yes.
Gosh, wow.
Look at you! You're such a nerd.
I just shot in the dark. I was like, that sounds like Professor Pig.
Well, I remember. So I remembered the pig mask.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was one of those things where he used people's skins or whatever to create the masks. But
yeah,
yes, dude. I saw that and I was like, oh, I don't know if I can watch this anymore.
I couldn't watch Gotham for one simple fact. They had Jada Pinkett Smith on the show as the main villain in the first season. Yep. And I loathe her as an actress. So I kind of tuned out after.
See, we're talking crap now.
Apparently her husband does too. What?
Wow.
Oh.
big surprise. I mean, I wonder why. But yeah, I couldn't finish it because of that.
Side note: Have you seen the stuff that's come out where that whole Will Smith Chris Rock thing, and they show the exact same clip from like the 60s from a movie?
No, I haven't seen that. Say what
Bro.
now?
So like you know the whole thing with Chris Rock and
Yeah,
Will
and
Smith. Will
the
Smith
big
walks
clap.
up, slapped him. Yeah, the big
Yeah.
slap.
Yeah.
So there's like this movie from like the 60s or 70s where the exact same thing, they're supposed to be at this award show.
Mm-hmm.
This comedian on stage is poking fun at the guy's wife.
Mm-hmm.
The guy says, keep my wife's name out your mouth. And like literally almost verbatim what Will Smith says. Walks up, slaps the guy.
It's almost like it was staged.
It's like it's a work. Wow.
Ooh, you've been rigged.
Show business? Not real? Wow. So surprised.
Sorry, I'm eating a poke bowl.
You're fine. Poke bowl.
There.
Pokey? Okay, poke, whatever.
It's poke.
She would know this.
Okay.
I thought you were saying it to be funny.
No,
You want a poke bowl?
I don't.
It's spelled like
He doesn't
poke.
like poke.
I like poke chops.
Poke chops. I do.
Poke
Yeah,
chop,
poke chop.
dude.
This is a poke
I
bowl.
haven't had a poke chop in a long time. Why did
long
I?
time?
Oh, long.
Wow, you are. Wow. Oh boy.
I snorted.
I haven't had no poke chops in a long time.
I'll be right back.
My cat is at my door.
Oh yeah, I'll be right back.
Why did you
Cat.
run like that?
Is that your gear hanging up in the background that I see?
Yes, it is. It is my gear. Get up. Ugh. I'm gonna show you around the clean parts of my room, I suppose.
Well,
It's just the walls. The walls are
so
clean.
is it right that you made your gear?
My gear was made by High Spots, but I did like arrange the little like marks and stuff on them, like the little
Very
red
cool.
lines and that, and then the white pieces. There's also this like shaded part right here. I also placed that, and there's like several others that I also placed. Other than that, like I had it designed by somebody, but like I basically told them what I wanted, and then they designed the A and that and my knee pads. My mask is in the living room.
Was it Mark DeGrucci? Is it DeGrucci?
I actually did not have him design my gear. He has designed a couple shirts for me, and I love those shirts.
I mean, he's amazing at what he does. He's by far top notch
It's
for sure.
really good. His name is NyQuil, like GYD NyQuil. That's who I have designed my gear. And then here's my old gear, my first gear that I got when I was 14. It's very plain compared to my new gear. Hello, you scared the life out of me.
That's good.
You know, it's interesting how the longer you're around stuff, like the more detailed our visions in our eyes can get.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that as doing this, doing logo designs and stuff. The more I do it, the more that I
Have it like a vision for it, kind of.
Yeah. It's like the more I do it, people say practice makes perfect. I say practice makes permanent. So the more I do it, the more I
sort of almost invest in it.
Yeah, it just becomes one of those things that it gets easier with time.
Just sticks.
So
I also have 2 of the flyers on my wall.
Oh, you need another one?
I think I have the Across the Wrestleverse one.
Across the
Across the Wrestleverse one somewhere. I just haven't put it up yet because I've been tired.
She's going to end up framing them.
Yeah, I'm buying picture frames for I'm having a stroke. But getting picture frames for them.
All right, let me know, because if you don't, I do have an extra one here. So just
Okay.
let me know.
But also, I have that from Ethan. Can you read it? I don't know if you can see it because my phone is on selfie mode and I cannot see.
I have, so you've actually posted about that before.
Yeah.
You've posted it online.
Yeah, you also put it.
I'm not surprised.
It's also on your.
I know it's on my vlog.
Yeah.
I also have my diploma. That's newly been there. Yep, that's great. Good job, Erica. I'm proud of you.
I are a graduate.
Graduate. I'm gonna start saying that. That's funny. And then I have. So when I was 14, I would practice the. When I was 14, I would practice how I want to do my signature, and I do it slightly different. I don't write "Go Beyond" with it, but I made that when I was 14. I've just left it on my wall.
You also don't do the heart either.
Yeah, I don't do the little heart on the face because it's easier not to, and there's not enough space for it with the way that I draw it. But that's also like what my tattoo on my wrist is. I was trying to get. I'm struggling. There we go.
Like a cat.
Kind of. It's just me with my mask on. It's that. But it's based off of a little. It's just yeah.
Speaking of mask, where is your mask?
It's in the living room.
Oh, okay.
I've already disclosed this.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I have my big nerd wall with my makeup stuff. That's not important. My big nerd wall at the Academy, the Church of Jar Jar. Got all this other stuff. We don't talk about the Church of Jar Jar.
Long story there.
It's not kid friendly.
Yeah. The long story.
The only thing on my wall that's not kid friendly. And then I have all this.
There's the original Steve.
The original Steve is up there.
So the original Steve?
Yeah,
yes.
The OG Steve.
The OG Steve was spray painted completely gold.
He broke did.
He did
broke it. He's been broken. Actually, that's not the original Steve. That's Steve 2. Oh. Yes.
I've been lied to.
No, the original Steve. Remember, I have that.
Didn't we have one burn?
No, that was a copy too.
Oh, that was Steve number 15?
I'm not that rich.
We've had one.
The original one
3,
is in
4,
my living room somewhere.
5, 6. We've had 6 Steves.
Yeah.
6. If I'm mathing correctly. Also, I'm gonna cover up a part of this little painting just so that it's family friendly. But this little frog, he's flipping people off, and I'm just covering his finger.
I know what you're covering up. He's number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Also, he's right above my frog hat. This is. Give me a second.
She's like frogs a lot, guys.
I love frogs. The way to my heart is with food or frogs.
Totally.
Don't tell them that. Jesus.
See what I did there? Totally.
Totally. So funny thing, the only way I can do a toad voice is if I say huzzah.
No, don't reveal that now.
And I'm not going to do it right now, though.
Why not? You've already opened up that can of worms.
Because you will hear it eventually. I will do it. I will post about it.
One day.
God. Not the biz. Oh, I also have a small pin collection, and instead of putting them in a bag or something so I don't lose them, I put them in my wall. Look at this little frog with the lasso. He's a little cowboy frog. I love him.
You know what? You said pin, and immediately I'm thinking writing pin.
I do have a frog writing pin. I just got him the other day.
Well, you said pin collections. I'm thinking writing pins, and then you said I put them on my wall. I'm like, that's violent.
Look, he's on a lily pad.
Very cool.
Jesus. This is what your show has devolved into.
Devolved. How dare you?
Hey, this. So catching up real quick on some comments.
You're talking about PW before.
I'm so sorry.
Last thing, Billy says Ash was all about Rudy J. Ashley says, I am Mr. Billy. Huzzah. Batman rules. Erica, my sister, said hello.
Hello.
My daughter Hillary says hello. Ashley
Cat.
says something about a cat. Erica versus Rudy, the cheater. Erica versus Rudy, the cheater. Erica wins. Erica will win.
Okay. I was wondering what was happening there.
Keith says the only reason I'm thinking of seeing The Flash is because of Batman. I love Batman Arkham game series. Look, dude, Arkham Asylum was good. That was a fun game. So I try and guard my kids from a lot, just because of their age and everything.
Yeah.
So that's a game that I love to play, but I didn't get to play much because of kids.
Yeah. Wow, Dad.
Wow, Dad. Ha. PC Dub. I feel the same way about a story I'm writing. I feel the more I write, the better I get at writing it. Practice makes permanent, Keith. And last but not least, he says, "Can I see Steve?"
The actual Steve. I will be right back.
Whoa. Go take it downstairs. Which one does he want to see?
Do you want to see the new Steve, like the Steve we have now that we take to shows, or do you want to see the original Steve? Which Steve?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Here he is.
While you get that, Erica, I'm gonna thank one of our sponsors real quick.
Fair enough.
Because
that time?
Huh?
At that time.
Is it my favorite thing?
I would. Yes. I think this is your favorite thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are you ready?
No, this is the OG. He's dirty.
Solar, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Hold on.
Here, you take this. I'm gonna go get Steve out.
All right.
All right.
I'm here.
In 3, 2, 1. Here it is. You ready? This podcast is brought to you by Day Soul Coffee Lab out of Birmingham, Alabama. Y'all, I consider myself a coffee connoisseur. I absolutely love coffee. Now I found what I believe to be the absolute best coffee out there. At Day Soul Coffee Lab, you can be sure to get coffee that's super smooth and always fresh roasted. Some of the best, if not the best coffee you ever drink. So swing over to their website, daysoulcoffeelab.co, and use promo code LOWDOWN to get 10% off your order. They even have a subscription option where they'll deliver the coffee directly to you every month. So guys, it's a no-brainer. If you're going to drink coffee, you might as well make it great coffee. Ain't that nice? Oh,
that was really good.
Dancing.
Yeah, this is OG. That's the original.
So I wasn't gonna go out to the car until I heard that funky music, and I had to join in with the groove.
Yeah.
I am gonna go get Steve now, though.
Oh Lord, just take the phone with you. It'll be even weird.
Well, there's usually neighbors outside.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay, I guess y'all are coming with me.
But yeah, so
where are the keys? Oh. Okay.
y'all should take advantage of some good old Day Soul Coffee Lab. While you search for Steve, I'm going to touch on the last 2 matches we had. One was a 6-person tag match in which we saw the Sports Entertainment Empire versus Moody and Brittany Jade and good old Mad Dog. We saw Sports Entertainment Empire pick up the win, and as they exit the ring, we see a dejected Moody trying to gather his thoughts. He's been on a rather somewhat of a losing streak as of late, or getting pinned or getting the loss with his teams. So what we
one
do
of those
see
was in fact my fault. Oops.
We won't get into semantics. But
technically it wasn't my fault. It was Laughter's fault, but I digress.
Yeah.
But what we do...
Look at the size difference.
The size difference between the original Steve and the now Steve.
What we did notice is hold it up, Ash.
Is that Drew Hood?
That is high demand. DH on
We have
HD.
one too. We have one too.
Yeah. So, but we saw Tristan Moody make his appearance.
Absolutely. As he
Made
should.
his-
Long awaited from the people at the Academy.
I'm excited to see where this goes.
Me
I've heard
too.
a lot of good things about Tristan in the ring. And what I've
Mhm.
heard,
Very
I'm
talented.
excited to see. Especially, I'm a sucker for families wrestling together. So,
Yeah. Like he's very talented. He is annoyingly athletic. I tell him that all the time.
yeah. So I was worried when he first came out. I'm thinking, Tristan, if you that brother, it's gonna turn on his brother. I'll be a little upset, bro.
A little bit.
But that's not what we saw. What we saw was a brother picking his brother up and saying, "Hey, let's get to work." So,
As he should.
catching up on some comments real quick. Excuse me. Whoo, that's spicy. Spicy.
Why is it spicy?
Asher says, "Hi, Solar." T says, "Solar so funny." Solar is vibing. That's what. Dang it, Cheryl. Solar straight vibing over there.
Yes, that was.
Dad, I want,
Dad, I want coffee.
Me too. You know what? I'm gonna make some coffee for myself.
Whoa, I'm doing dishes.
I'll make coffee.
No.
Um,
I'm making coffee. I'll make it with the mug that I used earlier.
Solar says, "Indeed, I was." Keith says, "I have a hard time deciding my favorite game between Arkham Asylum or Arkham Knight." Keith also
I
says,
just like them all.
Sports Entertainment Empire is one of my favorite teams in wrestling.
They're a bunch of jerks, though.
Keith also says, "I thought the same thing, Elliot. I thought he was going to turn on Moody." Jeremy Murphy says, "Sorry for joining in late. Another awesome show this past weekend." Hey, Jeremy Murphy. For those of you who don't know, Jeremy is one of the is the athletic superintendent, if I remember his title correctly. He's one of the superintendents over Kershaw County Rec Department. Has become not only a good friend of the show, but also a fan of PCW. Jeremy, we appreciate all that you and Kershaw County Rec does for Palmetto Championship Wrestling, and so super awesome guy. So far, he and his fiance have been to every show, and I enjoy seeing them every time that we are at the Old Armory in Camden. Last but not least, we had Drew Adler versus PCW Heavyweight Champion JD Drake. And man, what a heck of a match. Those are two people that I could watch and learn from consistently. Amazing match. JD Drake gets the pin, and what we find out after the match was Drew Adler will have his last match for PCW, because he'll be leaving to take care of some family stuff. He'll be having his last match with PCW on July 15th, and he has asked to face the muscle of the PWA in D'Angelo. So, Erica, as someone who's been in training and classes with D'Angelo, what do you see happening in that match?
Honestly, it could easily go either way, in my opinion. What? Okay, yeah, my dad said absolutely. Hey, it's really hard to say like what I think would happen because there are just so many like ways it could go, so many ways like that D'Angelo could win or Drew could win. Sir,
Bless you.
he said, "Bless you." Anyways, I definitely think that D'Angelo can pull through, and he could like come out on top of that match, and he's gonna do good whether he wins or not. He's gonna do fantastic. Give Drew a run for his money.
And
You're welcome.
man,
Where'd
and
you go?
That's somebody who. Where'd who go?
You. I can. All I see is the podcast like picture thingy.
What, Ro? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Well, shucks. Hold on. Oh, there I am.
There you are. You're back. Good job. You fixed it. Woo. I'm gonna continue getting my coffee. Oh, I'm dropping my phone.
Yeah, I'm trying to do too much. Is what I'm doing.
No,
But
me too.
what I was saying was, D'Angelo is another one who has definitely been one that as we continue to see
I'm listening.
that we continue to see grow along with yourself, and I feel like each show, both of you continue to just get better and better. And what better way to Oh, let me back up. Sorry, I got distracted by a comment. But before we get into what this next show that is, I'll throw it up there and we can talk about it. Let's see here. Keith says he thought Tristan was going to turn on Moody as well. Sorry, I already hit that. Drake versus Adler was an awesome match. Loved every second of it, and I know Adler versus D'Angelo is going to be a great match. Can't wait to see it. AVP says, Erica, how do you feel about not having anyone at ringside? Yeah, what do you think about that?
I'm a little bit nervous because I'm so used to having my dad with me all the time, and he's like the Mickey to my Rocky. You know what I mean? Except he's
where
not
I thought
dead.
you was going with that. I was like, Mickey. I was like, is she gonna say Minnie? What's she gonna say right now?
No, the Mickey to my Rocky. Yes. Like he's always by my side, always coaching me through, always telling me like my best option. And I feel like not having him there is gonna be like when Rocky lost Mickey. But except he's gonna come back, obviously. But that's not the point. The point is he won't be there, and I'm not happy about it. But I'll pull through.
Go get him, Erica! Hit him with the one for your face.
Yes, that is very accurate.
I hear him.
I would say.
I hear him yell Christ Jesus regularly now.
You have to say it now.
What?
No,
Say Christ Jesus.
Christ Jesus.
Jeremy says, Jeremy Murphy got my job title correct. We got our money on you to win next month, Erica.
Yay! I hope.
And Keith says this is an awesome poster. And Asher says D'Angelo will win.
Very confident. Also, there is a slight individual on the front of this poster that I'm excited to see.
Sean Legacy.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna be there.
He gonna be there.
I'm done.
That was the best thing I've heard all night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we're excited about Sean Legacy. I mean, it's one of those things that we like to have surprises and stuff, but the cat's kind of out of the bag with this one. When you throw the guy up on your poster, hopefully.
Yeah.
I was surprised,
yeah,
like, was he not supposed to be announced?
you know, it
Was
was
he
one
supposed to be like announced or something?
no, you know, I mean, I mean, the flyer's already been out there, so people have seen it. It's just one of those things that
Yeah.
like we did, and then we were like, oh, wait a minute, maybe maybe that was not supposed to be like that. So
Maybe we shouldn't have done it like that. I
yeah,
don't know. My elbow's like on his shoulder. I'm so serious.
Really? I'm looking at it.
but
Yeah.
I'm like elbowing the life out of Sean Legacy's shoulder in this poster. It's fantastic.
you do.
I'll do it in real life if I have the opportunity.
You break your hand.
Mm.
But
like Mr. Aizawa's elbow.
yeah, we're excited. I think everyone's excited about Sean Legacy's return. He's been absolutely crushing it.
Over in Japan.
Yeah, been absolutely crushing it in Japan and everything. So, man, what else? Let me pause this for a minute. I'm gonna
He done did disappeared.
Did he disappear again?
It'll be back. He said, let me pause it for a minute.
even though I've got my phone, my computer on the
loading.
charger, it's saying I guess my charger's not able to keep up with with everything I'm doing right now. So, oh well.
Ah.
Such is
I
life.
was wondering what was
right?
happening.
But
I swear I said yeah, but it came out like a clown horn or
Yeet,
something. I don't
yeah.
know. Eat.
I thought you said yeet. Yeet. But my son,
I did.
But I gotta sneeze. I feel like I do. Yep, I did.
Bless you.
Thank you. Let's see.
He's a very
here.
aggressive blessing.
Well, I'll take it. Either way. So last but not least, what tell people how they can connect with you on social media, follow you, and all that.
Oh, really? I have to remember all of them. I don't know what my Twitter is.
Look at that, Eric.
Yeah. So on Twitter, I would just look up at Airacademia, AIRICADEMIA, and then Facebook is the same. Instagram is my Insta _ Airacademia, spelled the same way, and then my TikTok is my TikTok _ Academia, also spelled the same way. Did he disappear again? Where's your phone? You should go get it. How much did we miss?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Your picture disappeared for a second, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm closing one of these programs because it's eating up my battery. So I'm hoping my battery.
I got you.
But so Twitter is at You don't know Twitter. You said at
Well,
Ericademia.
I would just say, yeah.
At Ericademia, you'll find it.
It'll pop up. I'm the one with the green hair. Duh.
Very nice.
And then my YouTube, I think, is Your Hero Ericademia. Just my little catchphrase thingy. Kind of. Go Beyond is my catchphrase, but that's my other one. I'm Your Hero Ericademia.
Very cool.
The other one. Yeah. What's the
At Patreon.
Patreon?
It's like my Fortress of Solitude. That's what it's called.
No, that one's just.
It is my Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah, that's it's like,
Okay, that's the page title.
They look up.
It's the same as the YouTube.
And,
Look, man, I don't know. I have them all written down on a poster.
scan this QR code. You have a link tree? You need to get a link tree.
Yeah.
I do. It's in my Instagram bio, my Facebook bio, my TikTok bio.
What is your link tree? What's the?
Can I exit out of here and it not mess anything up? Because I don't know my link tree by heart. If it messes up, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try.
Here, I can find it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got you, girl.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, the link tree is. That's what, yeah,
Oh, we also have a pro wrestling tees store. Like both of us do.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's taking forever to load, but it's getting there. How do I find the name? I feel like an old person. It's also at Ericademia. It's Erica_Demia.
Very good.
Yes. And then prowrestlingtees.com/Ericademia, prowrestlingtees.com/Legend of Solar.
Yep.
You know, Legend of SOLAR, like the sun.
Yeah, not solar like I always say it.
That's
Not
can't help it.
you can say it.
The funny story about that is when he first started wrestling, he wanted people to call him Solar, but nobody did. Everybody called him Solar, and now that he goes by Solar, everybody's calling him Solar. So mission failed successfully.
I win.
He wins.
Yes. I don't really. It's cool. You can call me whatever you want to.
Either way.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
And spell it right.
Boom. Yeah.
So Erica, what kind of coffee are you drinking?
It's instant coffee.
I don't know.
Is it Sanka?
It is Great Value Classic Roast. Instant coffee.
I thought you was gonna say it was Sanka. That's what my grandma used to drink, Sanka coffee.
I don't know what that
That's all she
is.
would drink.
That is what John Kreese from Cobra Kai drinks. Sanka. And then this is the creamer I use.
Very good.
I also drink it with Splenda because sugar makes me crash.
Yeah, I don't drink
Also,
sugar.
it's nighttime.
Wow. But it's
You've been
caffeine.
new cat. Well, I have ADHD. Caffeine makes me sleepy if there's no sugar in it.
So
I'm gonna take a caffeine nap bedtime after
Bedtime?
bedtime nap.
So I can drink an energy drink and go right to sleep usually.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that. But Erica, we appreciate your time tonight. Thank you for hopping on. Appreciate you sharing all that info and be safe.
I can't tell if you're serious or not because I shared a lot of weird stuff.
Thanks for
No. I'm absolutely serious. Thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your night. And not trolling me like you just did. That was an elf or whatever. Was that an elf? What was that?
It was Link. It's an 8-bit Link thing from The Legend of Zelda, the original.
So he is an
It's
elf,
an amiibo.
right?
He's
a fairy boy.
He's a Hylian.
He's a Hylian.
Hylian. Yeah, that's it.
If you want to say it right, this is your favorite video game.
Uh-huh.
I'm picking with him.
It's not
Speaking
an
of
elf.
Zelda, he's playing it. He's being murked by
I'm not being murked yet. They haven't caught me yet.
What
Yes.
system? What system is he on?
he's playing it on the Switch. Also, that's really
Cool.
loud. Okay, he's playing the new Zelda Tears of the Kingdom on the Switch. Hang on, I'm gonna.
Hey, Erica, who do you prefer,
Do the-
Drew?
Yes.
Drew Hood or Selena Rose?
Selena Rose.
Ow.
She says Selena Rose.
Okay, I'm gonna hear it in the chat.
But no, seriously,
Still-
thank you and Solar both for hopping on, joining me tonight. Allow me to ask you some questions.
Thank you for having us.
and everything. And
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you both on July 15th at
We look forward to
PCW
seeing you too.
Quest to the Classic. And good luck.
Thank you. I'll need it,
I don't have my fancy
especially
fancy
with
buttons.
how.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh, no.
You're flying solo.
No
so
button.
I don't have my my fancy buttons like I normally do, so I can't do the clap or anything. So that'll have
I
to
got this.
suffice. That's all I got. But we appreciate you. Good luck, and
my
we'll see you
phone.
soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. We had fun.
Yeah, we'll have
We
to do
had
it
fun
again soon.
vibing to your sponsorship song.
Oh yeah,
I watched him do
Anytime.
it. I fell on the floor because I was laughing.
I watched him
Right.
do it. He was on camera.
Yeah.
I know.
We appreciate. We
but
appreciate
like
you
he was
guys.
moving his hips and everything. You couldn't see his hips. He was moving his hips.
No, I saw his shoulders. He was doing this, looking like the Big Show.
Right.
But we appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe, and we'll see y'all on July 15th.
See you then.
Bye. Thank you.
See y'all.
Huzzah.
Christ Jesus.
That again.
Huzzah! There it is.
Huzzah.
Guys, give it up for Academia and Solar. Man, two really, really awesome people. And willing to jump on here and just hang out and share their story and everything. So be sure to follow her on social media, as she mentioned just a minute ago. And also be sure to join us July 15th at PCW Quest to the Classic. And it's funny because her camera's still on, so I can still see her face and all that, but she can't see me. Part of me feels like I should add her back to the chat. I'm doing it.
I have a little squishy.
Oh, do you call him
Hey, guys, by the
Squishy?
way, Matt,
It's my mom's. I don't know what she calls it.
Nice.
His name is Squishy. He will be my Squishy. I am Dory now.
oh boy. Wow.
Hey, you know what? One last thing. What's some other I should have asked you this, but I didn't. What's some other events that you're going to be at that people can catch you at?
Think next week, not this Saturday, but next.
The 24th.
She's gonna do she's making her debut at Firestar.
Firestar Pro. I
So
think.
that's her
Pro
debut
wrestling.
there. She's in
Yeah.
the women's rumble for that.
And then next week after that, on the 30th, I have Pro Wrestling Turbo 5th anniversary, which I'm excited for.
And there's a couple other things that are coming up, but we can't really say yet because they haven't been announced.
Yeah.
After that,
Other than PCW.
after that, I know. I think Title Belt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Savannah Evans. Yeah, at Title Belt.
Oh, right. Again.
Cannibal.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I did have a match with her once, and the match I had with her, she bit my leg, and it left a bruise.
So now it's your turn to fight her leg
Absolutely.
and leave
So
maybe leave a bruise. I don't know.
Walk through that real quick. So whenever you step in the ring with someone like Savannah Evans, someone who's on Impact regularly, what's it like? What's it like being in the ring with her and knowing being in the locker room with her before? I know how she's one of the nicest people that I've met. What's it like facing her in the ring, true powerhouse, and then, but at the same time, what's some things that maybe she shared with you as a female wrestler, and as just a talent in general that maybe you said, man, I really need to. That's something that's really good to grab hold to her.
So I would say the biggest thing I learned from her, I didn't even learn from her at the show that we had the match on. I learned it from her being in the locker room at a different show. Actually, it was at Turbo. We had been in the same women's locker room, and the biggest thing I learned was, don't hold anything back, especially if you're in a match with a man. Because if you hold anything back with anybody, that can get you a bad reputation for being what a lot of people would consider sloppy and unsafe. If you don't go all in the ring, a lot of things can go wrong, essentially. But she is a very nice human being. And when it comes to being in the ring with people, I don't really get intimidated. It's actually the social aspect of it that's intimidating for me. Just because I have been in the ring with people like her and Drew Adler, who are like Drew Adler's like twice my size. So it's.
Which, by the way, your match with him at Title Belt was awesome.
Thank you.
I've seen. I saw multiple highlights from it, and it was straight up really good.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It was a lot of fun. It was a little nerve-wracking. Just because he is so large. Like I just said, I don't really get that intimidated in matches. I wasn't necessarily intimidated. I was just like, what am I going to do? Yeah, pretty much. It's like I literally have to like look up at him, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm not a small guy, but I always feel smaller than I really am. What I mean by that is I never realized how big I am until I see myself in pictures standing next to people. Now I'm like, holy crap, I'm like Gigantor over there.
Like that's how I am in pictures that I take with other female wrestlers, because they tend to be shorter or smaller than me. And I'm like, I look like Goliath. What is this? Like, I took a picture a really long time ago with Danny Jordan, and I was like twice her size. And it was weird.
So before we we got just under 12 minutes before the night's over. Who is someone? Well, let me back up. So far, who's been your favorite match, and who's your dream match?
What's been my favorite match? So I have quite a few dream matches. Are we saying like within a certain promotion or just in general for the dream match?
And you can break it up if you want. You can say, hey, in such and such promotion here, in general here. I mean, however you want to answer that question. I know.
So I have quite a few.
So.
Yeah, I have quite a few. So my number one, I feel like the most realistic, probably, like in my opinion, is Alex Shelley.
Oh, that's a good one. Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah. So I do like the Motor City Machine Guns, but I actually have a different reason for wanting to wrestle Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley is my dad's favorite wrestler. And I know if I got to wrestle him, he would get to like hang out with him and like have a conversation with him. And I would just love for that to happen.
Such a good kid.
See how you was raised right.
Yeah. I thought that it, like, when I first told him, I thought he was going to be like, well, if you don't want to, like, wrestle him, then don't. But he was like, he teared up a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay. Not the reaction I was expecting.
I'm making me cry all the time. Now everybody knows I'm a crybaby.
But Dad's a crybaby.
Especially in Marvel movies. Ugh,
Yo, when we watch movies, he cries.
I'm the worst.
Almost every movie. I
Listen,
should have seen him during Endgame.
Have y'all seen the third Guardians of the Galaxy yet?
Yes, I cried at the
Bruh.
beginning of the movie. He missed that part because he was getting food.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
That was a tough
We
one.
missed the entire like very beginning of the movie because we were late.
Yeah.
We need to rewatch it.
So if it makes you
But
feel
there was
better,
a part at the beginning that made me cry.
I was gonna say if it makes you feel better, my son and I, same thing. Movie started at 7. We got there like 7:20. And of course, I'm like, preview's 15, 20 minutes long and we'll be good. We get there. The lady's like, it's like 20, 30 minutes into the movie already, right? I said, it's like 7:20, 7:30. Preview. She's like, no, we don't do previews here. I was like, oh.
Yeah, we usually like. We were expecting there to be previews, but we went to a different theater than we normally go to. We went to a Regal cinema instead of AMC.
It's a CMManemone.
Did we?
Yes, it's just
I don't know. They're,
running behind.
I guess we were running behind. I don't know.
It was raining. That's
But-
why it was running behind.
But
Spider-Man's went to Regal.
my mind is not. It's
So you went to the movies and you were late.
yeah. We were late. We missed the beginning of the movie. We were like 20 minutes late for it too. And then he missed extra because he went to go get food because we hadn't eaten in like hours and we were both kind of grumpy, especially with the rain and terrible drivers.
So a question
wasn't
for
fun.
you. Question for you and your dad. What's your go-to movie food?
I don't know. It depends on if we're at home or if we're out.
At
If
the
we're
movies.
at home, we just eat regular food. But if we're at the movies, it's usually Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. I can't eat too. Like sometimes I can't afford popcorn.
It's too
or I
expensive.
would get popcorn. But yeah. And
You know what we could do if we ever get popcorn? We could put the Reese's Pieces in the popcorn and then shake it up.
Hey,
That's
here's what you do next time. You buy cheese popcorn, you buy caramel popcorn, and you mix them together, and you drizzle some chocolate on it, and you have Chicago style. There you
He
go.
doesn't like caramel.
yeah. I don't.
I don't either, but I like
Oh.
it mixed with. I don't like caramel.
Chicago
But-
style popcorn is delicious, though.
That's what I'm saying, but I like the Chicago style. Asher says Erica is like girl power.
Right.
Keith says he'd love to see you and Alex Shelley in a match against each other. And Asher also said he was about to cry at Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh man. Yeah.
So my
I
go-to
cried a
movie,
lot.
my go-to movie food is something that I only eat at the movies. I never get it any other time. And it's Nestle Bunch of Crunch.
Fair.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
is fair. I got that a lot when I was a kid. I got like the I think it's like the little cookie dough ones.
I don't eat a Crunch bar or anything any other time outside of the movies. But I go to movies, those Bunch of Crunch, they call my name every time.
I haven't had a Crunch bar in a long time. I do like those though.
It's like Mr. Good bars. I prefer the mini Mr. Good bar over a big Mr. Good bar.
Me too. I don't know why. I just like to have like, yeah.
And
If it has
Asher-
almonds in it, I like the small one just so I'm not like I don't have almonds stuck in my teeth. Because they get stuck if I eat like an entire bar with it in it.
Asher says popcorn is his go-to movie food.
That's fair. That's a classic.
It's a classic. Yeah,
Last last
Did you ever-
question. What's that? Yeah, she hasn't. You haven't said.
Oh, that's a really hard one.
Because you don't want to hurt feelings.
It's not just that. It's genuinely like kind of hard.
I mean, you've had.
I also
multiple
had
good
to think
matches.
through all the matches I've had.
Recently, what would you say?
Probably the one with Adler. Because I came out of that looking really cool because I had a busted lip.
That's your reason?
No, that's just part of the reason.
Look, Dad, I'm like Becky Lynch.
Okay, hang on now.
I'm the man.
I'm not a fan of Becky Lynch.
I'm the man, and you know it.
That's fair though.
Ah,
That's fair though. Did she have a busted lip or did she have like a
No, she had like a broken nose.
Yeah, she had like a broken nose. Yeah, I remember that.
I don't.
That was the most that was the most badass she ever looked.
I do believe that.
Billy says hidden snacks in your bag. Best movie snacks.
We used to do that too. We would get like soda and some candy from like a little convenience store that was right by the theater that we used to have here. They shut down the theater. Like we don't have a theater here, so we have to go to like Hickory, which is like a how long of a drive?
About 30 minutes drive.
About a 30-minute drive to go watch movies now.
I used to do
Which
that
we don't
until
do
I
that
became
often anyways.
mature.
Yep.
I don't know if Billy heard me.
What Billy say?
What?
I said I don't know if Billy heard me. I said I used to do that too until I became mature.
Right.
That's debatable. Whether
I
I'm
mean,
mature or
movie
not.
theater snacks are expensive. Like when we went to see Across the Spider-Verse, and I do mean Spider-Verse this time. When we went
Not Wrestleverse.
well, not WrestleVerse. When we went to see Across the Spider-Verse, they had the option for like nacho cheese Doritos nachos, and that sounds really good. It was $8 per thing of nachos. They literally gave us a bag of Doritos that was like this
Or
big
nacho cheese.
and nacho cheese.
Oh yeah.
It was the bag with a cup of nacho
I'm
cheese
so mad.
for $8. We could have done that at home.
I was like,
I could have melted some good sharp cheddar cheese at home, mixed it with some butter, and just made it better.
So listen. If you guys are able to come extra early on a Saturday, Camden has a theater that has
Oh,
two
yeah?
movie screens, and it's $7 to get in.
that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yo, matinee.
So $7. So me and my son, we normally go there, and we'll probably spend around $30 total. That's with both. That's with tickets. That's with 2 drinks. That's with like 2 candies a piece and a popcorn. So
That's so much better.
2 candies a piece and a popcorn.
That's so much better.
Yo, that's crazy. Why am I shook by the fact that this is $30? That's like,
That's depressing.
yeah.
well, I mean, I looked at the tickets the other day because I was going to take my son and we'll wrap it up. But yeah, I looked at the tickets the other day to go to Regal to go to RPX or something, and it was going to be like $25 just for the both of us, or $30 just for tickets. I'm like, no. I looked at him.
That's disgusting.
I said, son, let's just go to whatchamacallit, Camden. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
Billy says, I got kids, worth every penny to go to Camden Little Theater, and reclining seats too. Reclining seats upstairs. Downstairs, you have to search for the reclining seats. I will say that. Erica, any last thing you want to say to the people before we wrap this up?
Not off the top of my head. I'm really bad at that. Ending things.
You're good. Guys, my name's Elliot. This has been the Lowdown Popcast. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. Remember to follow us at Lowdown Popcast. You can also follow me on social media at the Elliot Poston. Be sure to follow Erica at all of her social media handles she mentioned earlier, and I'm sure she would want to tell you to go beyond.
Yeah,
My name's Elliot. This has been the Lowdown Popcast. As always, guys, we appreciate you. Come see us July 15th at PCW Quest to the Classic. Tickets can be gotten at pcw.ticketspice.com/quest. Follow us, hashtag TLDP. Get 10% off at daysoulcoffeelab.co with promo code Lowdown. Also, head on over to Revolution Nutrition of South Carolina in Camden. Get 10% off your order there when you mention the Lowdown Podcast. As always, I'm Elliot, the voice. We appreciate you tuning in. And as always, let's keep it popping.